Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for GA.
Kevin, thank you.
Well, that's a great story. David, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, my goodness. This is the toughness that Brown exudes on a nightly basis. He's skilled at staying in control in difficult spots.
Shooting for Boston. And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Covington with the steal. At the elbow, Westbrook. Now the pass to Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Tucker is a bulldog, someone that enjoys going at the defense inside and earning the call.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Walker the pass to Tice. Here's Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you think about the potential of Tatum. I mean, once he has strength, particularly in the lower half, he's going to be a load inside.
Here is House. It's stolen by Tice. Here we go, one-on-one. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. 4-point game. Here's Westbrook. Some solid defense from Brown.
Playing him tough inside and prevent the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
A slow start here for Houston in this one. Passes it to Tucker. Westbrook kicks to Harden. To the inside. Tucker finds Harden. Another miss by Houston. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
And stolen by Tatum. Fires the 3. The Celtics get it back in a new 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Covington kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. That's a great dunk.
Freakish athletically.
That's
wow.
How you do this. That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
And stolen by Hayward. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Westbrook with the block. And he recovers it. Tatum passes to Tice. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here's Harden after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Smart's checked in for Boston. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. Back to Harden. Pass to Westbrook. Houston needs to get a shot off. And some nice passing there by Houston. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tamari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's McLemore, and it's good. 2 points.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Celtics leading by 13. Here's Wanamaker. Up again, and Kanter able to finish.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Rockets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%.
And the former Goya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 20-6 run. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 14. Gordon dishes to Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong. And he also loves to share.
Back to Smart. Yes, that goes in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That shot no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Boston on top. They lead by 14. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the ball.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Gordon. Green is out there with Tamari Carroll. And it's Rivers, and it's McLemore in at the 2.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Stops, pops. Here's Green. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2. Tatum's got 15.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
McLemore dishes to Green. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 14. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But
Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Gordon, the pass to Carroll. Excellent D there from Williams. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. Brown comes in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. James Harden comes in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. Pass to Westbrook. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Houston also making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And Daniel House subbed in for Eric Gordon. Floats it up for Walker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
Well, I just love Westbrook's energy and explosiveness on fast breaks. There's rarely a moment where he's not giving his all.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. So we'll see Kemba Walker go to the line here. It's going to be on James Harden. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Walker.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
It's stolen by Brown. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. He gets it in there.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots from the corner. And the pass to Hayward. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
But this is where Hayward just gets better and better, squaring up off the catch.
Here's Harden. And it's blocked by Brown.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Tucker with the ball. He's against Kanter.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Westbrook finds Covington. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden against Brown. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 now.
I mean, it's evident that Tucker likes trying his luck inside. He has the size, weight, toughness, and touch to be effective.
Walker the pass to Kanter. There's Brown with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 12 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 15 points. And that'll do it for our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Tucker, the pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Brown. Westbrook, no good. Boston leading by 21. Lets it go with a three. And it's Brown missing. The Rockets shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Tatum passes to Walker. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Harden surveying the D. To the inside. Westbrook, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end. Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge. Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
He lobs up the...
Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish. Oof. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
On the wing, Harden. Passes it to Tucker. Over Brown. It's deflected. And stolen by Hayward.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Will it go? It's Westbrook with the drive.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Williams kicks to Smart. Offline with his 3. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. And the basket by Gordon.
Smooth gliding down the floor. Gordon has real nice finishing ability on the break.
Tatum on the wing. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Rivers checked in. Gordon dishes to Rivers. To the paint. Green kicks to Rivers. Gordon the pass to Green. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. Celtics have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Tatum. Smart deciding where to go with it. Cantor trying to free himself up, and Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists tonight. The Rockets shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. And McLemore kicks to Carroll. Green dishes to Gordon. It's Rivers on the wing. And it's Carroll in the corner. Over Williams. Another miss by Houston. Here's Wanamaker. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Cantor. Missed inside. And so it's Boston, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Ben McLemore, Luke Mbamute out there with Cephalosha. And it's Chandler, and it's Rivers in at the 1. Langford misses. Now the Rockets with it. McLemore with the ball. Williams picks him up. Chandler kicks to Rivers. Pass to Mbamute. And some nice passing there by Houston. Cephalosha passes to Chandler. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Jimmy Ogilvy comes in for Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Walker finds Williams. Can't cash in from close range. Williams has gone 1 of 3 on the night. And here's the fast break. Here's Rivers. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rivers has got his first basket.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Here's Walker. They get it back. That shot is off.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
It's blocked. They get it back. And McLemore kicks to Cephalosha. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Here's Williams, and Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Williams passes to Ojala, and that's going to be a treble.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Here is Harden. Knocks it loose. Langford with the steal. Here's Walker. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden's shot is off. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Cephalosha with the steal. And Mbamute kicks to Harden. A baseline J, and there it is for him.
Just a gorgeous-looking J from Harden, really sticking it to the D.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. There's the pass to Langford. Here's Ojale. That's tipped. Mbamute with the steal. And here's Harden. Ojale grabs the rebound. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Green, the pass to Walker. Over Rivers. Walker's shot is off.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Harden dishes to Chandler. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And Langford has it in the corner. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Chandler finds Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Here's Chandler. It's rebounded by Tice. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Wanamaker. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of Payday.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Collins. He kicks to Capella. Young outside. Just 4 to shoot. And Covington sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Pass to Herter. Young left side. Out to the wing. And here is Hunter. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Hunter's got the first bucket of the night. A 3-pointer for Atlanta.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
Stolen by Collins. Here's Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Chandler. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's the break. Capella kicks to Young. And it's rebounded by Covington. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's a 5-point game.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here is Young. Count it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And the dunk by Capella.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here is House. Left side Chandler. Outside Covington. Harden inside the 3-point line. Chandler the pass to Harden. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Young. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Good. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Now here's Westbrook. After the miss from Tyson Chandler. 6 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive, and easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And here we go. Houston running again. And the jam by Harden.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Westbrook against Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 8 points.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Stolen by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Chandler with the steal. Herter passes to Hunter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Harden finds Chandler. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Trae Young. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Bembry. Reddish out there with Jones. Then there's Teague. And it's Dedmon in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Changes up. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Green.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Teague dishes to Jones. Reddish the pass to Dedmon. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Teague with a clean look. Off target from outside. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Bembry. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Gordon the pass to Green. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Ball's knocked loose. 3-on-3. Outside Teague. No good on the shot. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Rivers, and Jones sends it back. Reddish with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Now here's Green, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Teague. That shot off the mark, and Houston the other way now. There's McLemore. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Teague kicks to Reddish. Back to Teague. The 3. Kept alive. Fernando. It's stolen by Green. And it's Houston on the break. McLemore with the ball. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll, and it's Harden in for Ben McLemore. And the dunk by Covington.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here is Young, and it's in there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Shoots from the block. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Covington.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Here's Young. Here's Fernando. Yep, that one goes in there. Fernando's got his first points in this one.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Kicks it out to Harden. Chandler up top. Westbrook with the bucket.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook. Just getting after it and drawing the contact.
Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. And then for Atlanta, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Clint Capella in for John Collins. Dedmon inside. Covington's there. Young inside. Defended by Covington. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Hawks shooting their first free throw tonight.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
And stolen by Hunter. Here's Young. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Westbrook. And that one goes long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
With 1 on the clock, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul.
The thing about Dedmon, doesn't have a lot of go-to moves, but his activity causes havoc.
So he gets them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where... Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding... And that's...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Chandler, and it's House in at the 3 slot.
Strong defense on Westbrook. It's a double-edged sword, though. He sees the challenge and just wants to attack it. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Really left alone that time. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Westbrook, no good. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And here's Harden for three. Rebound by the Hawks.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Young. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Passes it to Young. Pass to Hunter. 4 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Capella. It's Young on the wing. Inside. Capella dishes to Young. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's now 26 points for Trae Young. And Harden with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Young kicks to Collins. Sinks the three-pointer. Collins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I mean, he only attempted just one three-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
Chandler against Capella. Chandler, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Offensive rebound. Capella. Hunter, the pass to Young. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Harden. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
1:16 left in the third quarter. Chandler against Young. Up and in on the layup. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Capella kicks to Young. To the middle. Collins passes to Young. Off target with his three. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. It's Harden with the drive, and the lead is down inside single digits. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Young passes to Capella. Out to the right wing. Back to Young. Stolen by Harden. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 9.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Young misses there. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. You've got Reddish, Bembry out there with Teague, then it's Jones, and it's Dedmon in its center. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Rockets trail by 11. Rivers passes to Green. Rivers surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Back to Green. And there's the pass to Carroll. Over Jones. Rebounded by the Hawks. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Gordon finds Green. In the corner, it's McLemore. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. That one drops for him. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
To the paint. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Carroll.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
T kicks to Bembry. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Dedmon, and it's blocked.
You could just see the reach that Carroll has on that defensive play. Nice block.
And there's Eric Gordon on the assist from McLemore. Gordon's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Rivers against T. Bembry. No good on the triple.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach, Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
And the first one at the line is good for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And James Harden subbed in for McLemore. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Collins comes in for Jones. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Reddish dishes to Collins. Kicks it to Reddish. Plenty of space. And it's good off the back rim and in. Reddish has got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks. Here's Westbrook. And he banks in the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Young passes to Herter. Misses the three. Houston now, time running out. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Young. Westbrook with the power on that throwdown.
Goodness.
1:11 left in the game.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And Chandler throws it down.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And Young kicks to Reddish. Pass to Herter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reddish. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Tucker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Tucker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Right side, Jones. Over Mbamute. Graham finds Jones. He can't get that one to fall. And so the Hawks take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And the Celtics looking dapper, getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look at how it's ended.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta...
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So it's Atlanta now after the basket by Boston. Shots good from Young.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Hayward. Tice trying to break free. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Walker.
Well, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got 6.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
And Tice gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Young drives in. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Kemba Walker. Kicks it out to Collins. The pass to Hunter. Over Smart, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
For the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. DeAndre Bembry comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Young. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Williams in for Brown.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Celtics trail by 4.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. Second chance shot, and it's Jones laying it in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Teague, here we go. Here's Jones. The shot will not fall. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
And stolen by Tatum. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hunter. Williams with the block. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Hawks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now, here's Reddish, guarded by Tatum. The shot by Reddish, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Up again, and Williams is right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Team. Jones, the tip-in on the offensive rebound. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the power forward position. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Sinks that one from the post. Dedmon's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hawks.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
The shot's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
So it's the Hawks now.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Williams can't get it to go. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Here's Walker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Walker's got his first 2 points.
Boy, Walker can score from 3 levels. Right now, the mid-range doing damage.
Now, here's Reddish. Defense is right there. Pass to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Hayward can hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And Reddish with the slam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Hayward goes in, and Hayward with the stuff.
That's the attacking mentality of Gordon Hayward. If he sees a lane to the basket, he will seize that opportunity.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Walker. Here's Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Capella against Tice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hunter no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And it goes down 2 points. Hayward's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Capella dishes to T. Back to Capella. And stolen by Hayward. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Cantor kicks to Hayward. Right wing. Passes it to Wanamaker. And here's Tice. In the corner, Smart with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there for Atlanta. They've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Kicks it out to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Over Tice. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard him. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Jones checked in for the Hawks. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Jones in the post. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching it. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points in the first few years. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Tice against Capella. Young drives in. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Brown. Atlanta with the rebound. Herder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The kick out to Young. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Atlanta making some changes. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Herder. Boston also with the sub. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Here's Young, and the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
And finished off by Williams.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague for Trae Young. And then for Boston, Cantor checked in for Hayward. Smart comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Jeff Teague, such a seasoned veteran. He knows exactly what to do when the defense is playing them in the pick and roll.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Teague drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Fearlessness has always been a part of Jeff Teague's game. He can get inside the lane and easily draw contact.
Jones checked in for Bembry. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Outside Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 9 points.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Dedmon kicks to Reddish. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. Here's Dedmon. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Dedmon. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Williams passes to Cantor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cantor's got his second basket of the night. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Teague can't hit.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Blows the alley-oop jam. The Hawks trailing. Here we go, one-on-one. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 this quarter. The Celtics have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Tatum. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Teague. There's 45 seconds left in the third. He kicks it to Reddish. Dedmon in the high post. On the clock. Here's Teague. Can't hit that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. Down low. It's stolen by Reddish. Fast break, the Hawks. And Dedmon throws it down.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Hunter. Puts up a three. He can't get it to go. It could go. That shot off. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Boston on top, leading. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Atlanta with the ball. Collins finds Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Clock is at 3. Over to the wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Herter passes to Capella. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Boston leading by 3. Walker in the post. He's against Young. And that one drops for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Young against Walker. The pass to Herter. Here's Young. Here's Capella. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Hayward dishes to Walker. Here's Brown. And stolen by Hunter. Kicks it to Young. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Hayward. 17 points for Jason Tatum.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Young pass to Herter. Back to Young to tie it up. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
4 on the clock.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Walker. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Herter. Left side, Collins. Pass to Hunter. Over Tice. Here's Herter. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And here comes the break. Shoots from the right block. And Capella with a nice bucket inside. Capella's got 6 points in the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it. My goodness, Kemba under duress, big-time basket.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Collins in the post, defended by Tice. Young drives in. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
To the paint. And it's blocked by Brown. Tice with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Another shot. The kick out to Walker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Young, here we go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Smart misses. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Young drives in. Passes to Herter. Back to Collins. Young from outside. Gets a hand on it. And Collins is right there.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Now here's Tatum. Walker with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, over the last couple of years, Walker has increased his three-point percentage. That sweet shooting stroke is now a lot more consistent.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
A shot missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Houston. In the corner, Harden. And it's Covington atop the key. Stolen by Walker. Tatum with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum is a scorer, but he also has solid court vision. Really good job of using his quickness to penetrate to the basket.
House. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The kick out to Walker. Tatum passes to Tice. Good on the shot.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Pass to Harden. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Stolen by Walker. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's the lob to the hoop. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
5 on the clock. Brown happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Harden. Drops in the layup for 2. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the jam by Harden.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Smart, and the rejection by Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Cantor kicks to Tatum. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Harden's shot is good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Goes back up. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. That shot off. Excellent D from Cantor. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The putback, and it's Smart with the extra effort.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition. Something also he's improved at.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the court for the Celtics, Tatum out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Williams with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Smart. Bucket is good. Smart's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. Smart's gone 2 of 3 from the field. There's McLemore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Rockets. Stolen by Walker. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Now here's McLemore to the inside, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. For the Rockets, Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Smart. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Rejected by Walker, and he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, rebounded by the Celtics.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They get the rebound. Williams from downtown. Walker's shot is off. Rockets trail by 5. McLemore, the pass to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
It's Brown with the drive, and then Brown with the dunk.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
High arcing shot, and good that time. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Walker dishes to Williams. Offensive rebound. Rockets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. No good on that one. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's James Harden in for McLemore. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Walker finds Hayward. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Right side to Walker. From down in the low post, it goes. Walker's got 7 points.
Not just a jump shooter. Walker also pretty athletic. And athletic enough to get inside and finish around the basket.
Celtics leading by 8. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside. Here's Brown. And it's Boston with another.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And it's Walker penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising, he goes for.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility. One of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Goes up with it again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, if you had the word grinder in the dictionary, P.J. Tucker might be right next to it. His energy and effort and selflessness, contagious.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Tatum down low. Carroll covering. Tatum no good. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Harden. Rebound by Williams.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robinson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Here's Westbrook, and there it is for him. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, we know this guy's a dynamic scorer, but what Westbrook really is an energetic, intense competitor.
Shots good by Williams.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Williams with the block. Outside Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Westbrook against Smart. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Here's Smart. Williams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
Good on the bucket.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
59 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Celtics.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And Kanter throws it down.
And the veteran just reading the situation. Kanter will take advantage of the openings if you give him.
Here's Gordon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Boston leading by 8. Right side to Walker. Kanter kicks to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And it's Green missing. The Celtics shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Second shot opportunity. Covington's shot is off. Williams looking around. Off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
Gordon banked in off the glass. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Walker the pass to Kanter. Brown outside. Kept alive by Boston. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Westbrook, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Westbrook's got 22 points. Brown outside. Hayward left side. Kicks it to Walker. On the left block. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 15.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Tucker. Up and in on the layup.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Kanter kicks to Hayward. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kanter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Brown. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Here's Westbrook. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in. Walker the pass to Tice. Shoots over Tucker. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 4 this quarter.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
The first one falls.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Shoots from 12. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Walker against Westbrook. Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. Rockets trail by 13. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 12 points here in the second half.
The defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty, he's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Brown the pass to Tice. Outside, Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Gordon against Hayward. Over in the corner, Brown. No good with the triple. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets. And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
Walker against Westbrook, and it's Walker penetrating. Hayward kicks to Tatum. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. And Mbah-a-Moute is checked in for Robert Covington. Cephalosha comes in for Eric Gordon. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Free throw, Mbah-a-Moute. Good.
Known as a defensive specialist, Mbah-a-Moute is a terrific role player, in part because he impacts the game in a lot of ways.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Wanamaker the pass to Ojale. Back to Wanamaker. Off on that one. So we see Boston get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
And Harden sent a message to the D with the block, really showing his extraordinary athleticism on the defensive end.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Young passes to Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now this is where Capella is most effective, looking comfortable attacking once he's got established position.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Young, good.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Deflects the pass. Tucker the pass to Harden. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Buries it down low. Young's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Here's Young. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Pass to Harden. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
they're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Ben McLemore comes in for Daniel House. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I consider Gordon a crafty scorer, as he knows how to create opportunities all around the rim.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon hits both of them. Here's T. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Green with the block. They retain possession. Teague the pass to Dedmon. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Green. Dedmon with the block. Now here's Reddish. Defended by Gordon. Chalk up 2 there. Reddish has got his second bucket tonight. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. McLemore with the ball. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Teague against Carroll. And it's blocked by Gordon. And they'll keep possession. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. McLemore with the ball.
And really, whenever McLemore gets loose in transition, he's a problem for the defense. He can score in so many ways.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jeff Teague. On deep, McLemore. And that one is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Reddish. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now the pass to Jones. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gordon kicks to Green. It's Carroll on the wing. Pulls up. Gordon finds Green. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones in the post. He's against Green. Jones, no luck. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Gordon. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And the shot goes in. Reddish has got 4 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Shots good by Green.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Rivers against Teague. Passes it to Bembry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
He doesn't get the second one.
Top of the line competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
From deep Harden. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. It's Young on the wing over Westbrook. A second chance effort. And the shot goes in. Hunter's got his first points of the night.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Harden's shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Young, here we go. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
1:46 left in the first half. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. Averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
And Young, here we go. And it's good for 2. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Bembry the pass to Capella. Bembry kicks to Capella. Young inside. He's covered by Westbrook. They get it again. Back to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Hawks passing it around. To the inside. It's tipped. Young with the steal. And here's the break. On up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And a switch here also for Houston. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. Back to Westbrook. Atlanta with the rebound. And here is Hunter. Kicks it out to Collins. Hunter, the pass to Young. And it's in there. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
Hey, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And that's a wrap with the third.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Here's Westbrook. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They lead by 1. Back to Herter. It's Young on the wing. It's Young on the wing. And a missed layup. Rocket shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teagan for Young. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Capella with the bucket.
I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
It's Carroll on the wing. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Teague. And the shot goes down. And the Hawks lead by 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now a timeout called by Houston. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Herter gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rockets trail by 9 to end the run. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about Gordon on the glass? I love watching him work hard to keep possessions going.
Teague dishes to Jones.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Outside Gordon for the 3. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Herter. It's rebounded by Houston. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the third. Here's Green. Count that bucket. And now just a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Teague drives in. Good. Teague's got 6.
And when Teague is hitting with his floater, he is so dangerous once he gets into the teeth of the defense.
Gordon the pass to Green. And Jones sends it back. Teague feeling it out a bit. Pass to Herter for 3. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Jeff T. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Covington with the steal. And Tucker kicks to House. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Bembry. Young inside. Guarded by Tucker. It's good. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Westbrook. Nice shot from 10 feet out. 12 points for him.
Well, this is why it's tough to cover Westbrook. He can get the shot off in seconds.
Here's Young. Good D by Covington. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
An imposing defender, thanks to his timing, his height, his reach.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks on top. They lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Dwayne Dedman is out there with Hunter. Then it's Trey Young. Then it's Reddish. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Westbrook.
Oh, showing the muscle right there. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
Stolen by Westbrook. Over Young. Westbrook, no good.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Collins checked in for the Hawks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
House. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Young, here we go. The Rockets pull it in. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trey Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Young drives in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 2 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Tucker dishes to Westbrook. The 3 from Harden. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Capella, guarded by Tucker. Young drives in. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, guys, they did a better job of getting good looks inside in that first half. More of their shots now coming from the perimeter.
Rockets trail by 10. Here's Harden. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. Capella inside, guarded by Tucker. They get it back. Passes to Hunter. Over House. Up again. It's good on the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
I mean, and really major props to Capella for reading shot angles so well. His timing on these putback slams couldn't be any better.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Young against Westbrook. Young's shot is good. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
A terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Collins up top. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Misses the layup.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. It's Collins with the drive. He gets that one. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
But they get it back. The tray, no good. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge. The John Hancock Tower rising above the bustling city of... And David up.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Most capable, D.A., thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Hurler make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Young. It's tipped. Walker in the post. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
And taken away by Brown. And Walker kicks to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Young's shot is good.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Here's Walker. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Collins. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Young outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Collins, good.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. On defense, Boston. They lead by 4. Hunter, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What an athlete this kid is. Brown, it's just fun watching him get up and throw it down.
Young's shot is good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. The finish, and Reddish with the slam.
Impressive play by Cam Reddish, capable of throwing it down.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Cantor. Back to Wanamaker. And here's Smart.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Bembry the pass to T. Here's Bembry. Kicks to Hunter. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. T for 3. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum. He gets it in there.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
T dishes to Jones. And the pass to Hunter. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Bembry. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Tatum passes to Smart. Tatum dishes to Williams. He kicks it to Cantor. Swiped it away. Fast break, the Hawks. Over to the left wing. The Hawks again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wanamaker misses.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
They've got Jason Tatum. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Right side Teague. Tries from 10. Unable to get that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Smart. And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Then for the Hawks, Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Celtics leading by 4. And it's Walker penetrating. Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Walker. Out to Hayward. Takes a 3. That one no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Young.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And Young, here we go. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Kept alive, Williams. Celtics passing it around. Another shot. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Brown. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 12. Teague bounce pass. To the paint. Bembry kicks to Jones. To the wing right side. Here's Hunter. Atlanta gets it back. Capella, the pass to Jones. Here's Bembry. Shot to stop the run. Stolen by Smart. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way and finish off by Brown.
Terrific steal. Smart doesn't take a lot of chances, but knows when to pick his spot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Jeff Teague.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Tice, no good. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Bembry misses. Walker against Capella. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Enjoy.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. Here's Herter. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 14. And Brown throws it down hard.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Young with the ball. 10 points for him. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. The Celtics shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. It's deflected.
When you watch Kevin Huerter, he plays hard at the defensive end. That was an effort block.
Young's shot is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Young in the corner. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 14.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Celtics leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Brown dishes to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Young inside. He's against Kanter. There's the lob to Brown. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Tries again. Shot by Collins, no good. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Brown, good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Young passes to Reddish. Young left side. And Reddish with the slam.
When inspired, Reddish is a good rebounder. Great physical tools at 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan.
And the turnover again by Boston.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Smart's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dedmon's checked in. Here's Huerter. Dedmon kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around. Huerter, no good. Boston leading by 16. Williams passes to Tatum. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum's shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Pass to Reddish. Here's Herter. It's Young on the wing. From deep three-point range, and Herter gets it to go.
Boy, Herter has great shot preparation, gets excellent rotation on the ball, and has the deep range.
And here's Tatum for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Boston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward out there with Williams. And it's Tice in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Walker against T. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. They led by as many as 18 points. Shots good by Walker.
And a master at creating space. Walker can get his shot off in a variety of ways.
T kicks to Bembry. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 15. Here's Hayward. And Hayward hit the stuff.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Hunter, the pass to Capella, out to the right wing. Hunter dishes to Teague. Here's Bembry. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bembry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And Jones sends it back. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Capella trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Here's Hunter. Clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Hayward gets it to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Teague inside the line. They grab their own miss. And it's Capella missing. Celtics leading by 16. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bembry. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bembry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
From the baseline, he squares up and sinks it. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Williams kicks to Walker. It's stolen by T. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the layup is good.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
The Celtics shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Williams with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Nice shot by Smart. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Capella. No good off the back of the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Hayward passes to Smart. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Boston.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Smart lays it up and banks it in.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
To the right side. Here's Hunter. And a miss there on the triple. Walker dishes to Smart. Good, nice job down low.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.